Hey guys, welcome to Quinian's Budget Crafts. So I saw Frankie D. Crafter use this stuff recently called cold porcelain, and I hunted down the recipe from DM Scotty. This is not a tutorial, this is more like a let's try and review, so if you want to see how to actually make it, gotta go check out Scotty's video. So Scotty says to mix 1 cup of cornstarch, 1 cup of PVA glue. This is bottled by fluid ounce, and 8 ounces is 1 cup, so that's nice and easy. This cap that goes in here is super nice. Hey Plaid, if you're watching, please use caps like this on Mod Podge and not that stupid paper thing. 1 tablespoon of oil of some kind, and 1 of vinegar, and then mix into a paste. Yummy. Alright, then we go nuke this for a couple of minutes. In my low power microwave it took 2.5 minutes in 30-second chunks. That wasn't actually enough, but more on that in a second. Mix it up in between until it's chunky, and then roll it out on a greased surface, or in my case I'm going to use wax paper. It's much easier to clean up. Put some lotion on your hands and knead it into a nice smooth dough ball. I ended up not doing it on the surface because it did keep sticking anyway, but basically you just mash it and then grab whatever squirted out of being mashed, fold that back in, and mash it again. This only took me about 3 or 4 minutes, probably because it had too much moisture. And now we wrap it up. Scotty lotioned his dough ball, and I forgot to do that, and it ends up sticking. Anyway, wrap it up and stuff it into a sealed container overnight. Alright, the next day it should be ready to use. Looks like it's pulling out into nice little points like he showed. I'm also going to try to use some of this in a little bottle mold. Gonna try to roll some texture out on it, just like Troy did with my roller on some Sculpty. It looks pretty good. It did take that pretty well, but it also stuck to the roller a little bit. These rollers are available on the Dungeoneers thingy page if you want that. So I'll let this dry overnight and check it out tomorrow. But first, I did want to see what would happen if I let it sit out before working with it, so this has been sitting here for about an hour and it does work better. It's still a bit droopy for horns, but you could lay them flat to dry, you just won't have any dynamic shapes. So anyway, the next day, man, I gotta stop making videos that take so long to make. It's nice and hard on the top. It's not dry on the bottom, but that's okay. The texture looks okay, but it lost some of the detail for sure. I'm not sure if my blob was too thick here or just what was going on. As for the mold, well, it's not dry yet, so I'm going to leave that for a few days and maybe update that on one of the Discord servers or something. So, what do I think about it? First off, the lotion. I'm pretty sure that the lotion does end up mixed into the stuff, so don't use something like petroleum jelly or Aquaphor or Vaseline, one of those. Cocoa butter was a good call. This stuff smells great now. This is water washable while you're, mixing up your stuff, whatever, but definitely use a glass bowl, because I think it might actually bond to plastic, or you could use some disposable stuff from the dollar store. As far as workability goes, it's a little too soft. I think I have more moisture content in mine than Scotty did. I don't think I cooked it for long enough. I'll definitely cook the next batch a little longer. As far as storage goes, this is my first batch, so I don't really have any idea how long it'll store long term. I may set aside a chunk of this in a baggie just to leave it on the shelf and see how it's doing around New Year's. If it's fine, then I'll probably double the amount for the next batch, once I figure out how long to cook it. As for the price, it is definitely cheaper than any other versions you can buy. It's $1 for the glue and random change for the other stuff and the amounts you're using anyway. So that's my attempt at cold porcelain. Mistakes were made. I do like this though, and I'll be using it in future builds for sure. Even this batch that is too wet will definitely make a good gap filler, so I'll be using it for that if nothing else. If you guys have tried it, let me know what you did different and how well it worked for you. If you haven't tried it, definitely go try it out. Like I said, if you actually want to see the right way to make it and not me just bumbling around, the link to Scotty's video is down below. And as always, thanks for watching everyone. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.